they begin what becomes a 7-hour interrogation. Okay? They think he's a spy. How did you rumble this meeting? How did you know this meeting was taking place? He's being asked a bunch of questions. They're putting pressure on him. You saw that the girl in the ponytail matches the description of Erika Kirk. What percentage would you put that?
Those are really rare eyes. That's 95 to 99%.
Erika Kirk has suddenly vanished from public view, and the timing is raising serious questions. This disappearance comes just as multiple sources allege that Tyler Robinson has confessed while in custody, claiming that Erika Kirk is nothing more than a calculated cover-up. According to these allegations, Erika has been shielding the truth behind Charlie Kirk's death, driven by what's being described as a dangerous game of money, influence, and power, reducing her role to that of a pawn in something far bigger. If these sources are accurate, Erika is once again facing major trouble. But to many observers, this latest twist feels far from surprising. Nearly every day, new and unsettling details seem to surface about her.
Erika Kirk, born Erika Francevy, won Miss USA pageant November 2011 on her 23rd birthday, which qualified her to represent Arizona in the 2012 Miss USA national competition at the time,
making it harder to dismiss everything as mere coincidence. What's especially alarming is the revelation that Tyler Robinson and Erika Kirk reportedly knew each other long before Charlie Kirk's assassination, a connection that is now drawing intense scrutiny. As questions multiply and Erika remains absent from the spotlight, the silence itself is becoming deafening. Whether these allegations hold up or not, one thing is clear: this story is growing darker by the day, and the truth may be closer to the surface than ever before.
That young man, I forgive him.
You believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too simple.
There's nothing to hide. I know there's not, because I've seen what the case is built on. Let everyone see what true evil is.
So a photo just surfaced, and it's causing problems, big problems, because this photo allegedly shows Tyler Robinson and Erika Robinette together years ago, before any of this happened. Before Charlie died, before Tyler was arrested, before Erika became the grieving widow on every news channel telling her story to anyone who would listen. And the timing is what makes this interesting, because this photo leaks right around the same time Erika files to fast-track Tyler's trial. She wants this case moved up. She wants it done. She wants it over. But here's the thing. If they knew each other, if there was already some kind of connection between them, then why is she pushing so hard to put him away? Why the aggression? Why the urgency? Why does someone you supposedly forgave need to be convicted this quickly? What exactly is she trying to rush through before people start asking the right questions? And Tyler's done being quiet. After this photo gets out, he starts talking. Not a lot, but enough to make people uncomfortable, enough to make Erika's team panic. He's hinting that Erika left some things out, important things about the day Charlie died. He's asking where she was before the murder. He's asking about Fort Huachuca. He's asking about $350,000 that showed up out of nowhere. And he's asking why Erika doesn't want the full story to come out.
Their influencers will invoke Erika as the reason that it's not appropriate to ask questions. It's just not appropriate while Erika is still mourning for you guys to ask any questions. And I'm just going to come back at you with some common sense. What sort of widow wouldn't want people to investigate the assassination?
Those aren't small questions. Those are the kind of questions that unravel everything. Meanwhile, Erika's invoking her right to a speedy trial. She says the defense is stalling. She says they're delaying justice. She says Tyler needs to face what he did. But wait, didn't she say she forgave him publicly, on camera? Didn't she talk about healing and moving forward and letting go? So which is it? Forgiveness or full speed ahead to a conviction? Because those two things don't usually go together, not in the real world.
That young man, I forgive him.
Let's think about that for a second. Forgiveness is supposed to be part of the healing process, right? It's supposed to bring closure, peace. But instead, Erika's demanding the trial happen faster. Tyler's team isn't asking for delays. They're asking for a fair trial. They're pointing out that there's a conflict of interest with the prosecutor. They're doing their job. So why is Erika suddenly in such a rush? What changes between I forgive you and let's get this over with now? What happened? Here's what happened. That photo, the one that's been circulating in private groups online, the one that allegedly proves Erika and Tyler knew each other years before Charlie's death, maybe even before Erika married Charlie. And now there are two theories floating around. Theory 1, Tyler Charlie because of some personal vendetta, some revenge plot tied to their past, something that goes back further than anyone admitted. Theory 2, Erika and others set Tyler up, made him the fall guy, needed someone to take the blame, someone who was already in the picture, someone who could be controlled. Either way, the story we were told doesn't match the photo, and people are starting to notice. Then Fort Huachuca comes back into the picture. Candace Owens interviews a retired Army witness, someone who was actually there, and this witness says he saw Erika at a meeting on the base. He's 95 to 99% sure it was her. 99%, that's not a guess, that's recognition.
If you had to put it at a percentage that you saw that the girl in the ponytail matches the description of Erika Kirk, what percentage would you put that at?
Those are really rare eyes. That's 95 to 99%. I can't imagine somebody else.
But Erika already gave her alibi. She said she was with her kids, with her mother, safe at home, not at Fort Huachuca, not anywhere near a military base. Then Andrew Colvette posts a photo, says it proves Erika's telling the truth, says it backs up her story, except it doesn't. The photo's dated September 9th, not September 8th, the day that actually matters. And the kids in the photo, they look older than Erika's children, too old. Her supporters try to defend it. They can't. The inconsistencies are right there. Anyone can see them.
So I kept seeing comments like this. Aren't her children much smaller than those pictured? Especially the son. I'm confused. Isn't her son a baby, like 1 year old? The kids are too big in this photo. I'm so confused about the children.
So now people are asking why. Why would Erika post a fake alibi? Why would she use the wrong date? Why would she show kids that aren't even hers? Is this gaslighting? Is this narrative control? Is this what it looks like when someone's trying to rewrite reality in real time? Because that's what it feels like. And trust is gone. Completely gone. And then there's Tyler himself. Candace Owens says she doesn't believe he did it. Joe Rogan questions the gun story because apparently Tyler used some vintage rifle, except that doesn't match the evidence. That doesn't match anything we know about what happened that day.
Apparently, the narrative is that this is his grandfather's rifle from World War I and doesn't have a serial code. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Why?
The whole thing is starting to feel off. Let's look at what we're supposed to believe. Tyler found this rifle in the woods, assembled it, disassembled it, did it all quickly, did it all efficiently, in the dark, presumably, under pressure, without leaving evidence until it was convenient to find. And his background? It's contradictory. It's exaggerated. It's almost like someone wrote a character instead of describing a real person. The story feels manufactured, like someone needed it to make sense just enough to get through the headlines, but not enough to survive scrutiny. Candace Owens isn't letting this go. She calls out Turning Point USA. She accuses Andrew Colvette of spreading disinformation on purpose. She points out how they keep dodging questions about Fort Huachuca, how they keep changing the subject, how they attack anyone who dares to ask. And public sentiment? It's shifting. People are watching. People are listening. People are connecting dots. Erika's response? Threats, not answers. Threats, veiled, careful, but threats. She doubles down on Tyler's guilt. She tells people to stop asking questions. She uses intimidation where transparency should be. That's not what innocent people do. That's not what grieving widows do. That's what people with something to hide do. But she still wants that trial to happen fast. She still insists Tyler's guilty. She still wants this wrapped up. Why? What's about to come out? What gets buried if this trial happens before anyone can dig deeper? Before more photos surface? Before more witnesses come forward? Because it's starting to look strategic. It's starting to look calculated. It's starting to look like a countdown. Erika Erika says conspiracy theories are poisoning the jury pool. She says people asking questions are making it impossible for Tyler to get a fair trial. But Erika's the one who went on TV and said he's guilty. Erika's the one who told the world exactly what happened before any trial even started. So when people call that hypocrisy, they're not wrong.
Do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because it's too simple.
And Tyler, he's ready to talk. He's reportedly speaking with police, giving details that aren't public yet, details that might be the reason the trial keeps getting delayed. Because what if those details change everything? What if they expose something no one was supposed to find? What if Tyler's not the villain in the story? What if he never was? The question isn't whether Tyler did it anymore. The question is why Erika needs everyone to believe he did. Why does she need him to be the last suspect anyone ever considers? Why does she need this case closed before the truth has a chance to come out? Why she's willing to threaten and manipulate and lie to make sure her version is the only version that matters? Because something isn't adding up. And the more people look, the less sense any of this makes. The walls are closing in, and someone's running out of time. The question is, who breaks first?